And we're back, guys. Tennis in a minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. This is the most anticipated match of the year, in my personal opinion. Coco Gauff, the future of tennis, in my opinion, taking on Iga Swiatek, who is just a powerhouse, right? Comment below, guys, who wins this match? Now, check out the previous video. Make sure you like that. Iga's keys to victory versus Coco. We're going to take a look at Coco's keys to victory versus Iga Swiatek. Coco is 49-13. She is about to reach her first 50-win season, guaranteed. That's amazing. Now, of course, she's only 19. Of course, she had schedule limitations. She burst on the scene at 15, had an amazing 16, 17, 18 season. She's accomplished so many things, literally at the age of 18 and now 19. Then most players in the top 10, they just have still yet to do, right? Most of the players in the top 10, the majority have not even won a Grand Slam title. Coco has done it by the age of 19 and a half, right? If you will, if you want to add fractions. But Coco Gauff, she's going to need to play a solid game. In the words of Iga Swiatek, solid match if she's going to beat Iga here. So Coco, listen, she averages just under 4 aces per match, just under 3 double faults a match. She is going to have to limit those double faults, and she is going to need to improve on the fastest serve on record in Beijing. Unbelievable. Now, Coco wins 75% of her service games, 42% of her return games. These two ladies, the best returners in the business. Coco wins in particular 68% of her first serves. And in terms of her opponents, guys, she literally tees off on them. Coco Gauff wins 40% of her opponent's first service points and 57% of her opponent's second service points. She gets that confidence, she steps in, and she's amazing with her backhand. A lot of people, I'm not sure if they recognize, sometimes people focus too much on her forehand, but Coco's top-notch shot is her backhand. Yes, that's correct. Coco finds herself here after taking out Maria Sakkari in what was a very easy match. Veronica did challenge her. Veronica Kudermetova in that first set had several opportunities to win that first set and choked. That's right. Veronica was up 5-4 serving 40 love. And Coco just fought and fought hard until she broke back. She would eventually save more set points in the tiebreak and win it. The new Coco we're looking at is mentally tough. And I said, once she wins a Grand Slam, she's going to play a lot more carefree, knowing that she got the big slam off of her shoulder. It's off of her back. It's off of her conscience. Now she's going to play carefree. And we're seeing her do that, right? Now, in terms of this matchup here, guys, again, these two players are the best returners in the game. They're great at breaking opponents. Now, Coco breaks opponents at 48% when she has breakpoint opportunities. She saves about 60% of her own breakpoints. For Coco to beat Iga, she's going to need to do several things right. First, she needs to serve well. She has to limit her double faults, and I'm going to say one or less. That's right, one or none, right? In terms of her average of nearly 4 aces per match, I think Coco needs to serve at least 8 aces. She's going to need to win at least 2 service games off of that amazing, powerful serve. 8 aces, limit the double faults to 0, minimum at 1. But in terms of Iga's game, Iga loves to play quick strike tennis. Coco has to take Iga into deep water. Coco's going to have to do what she does best, and that's make shots. Set up the backhand, attack the back foot of Iga Swiatek, and then go down the line with the forehand while she's off position. Easier said than done because Iga's footwork is top notch. But Coco Gauff is also going to have to mix in the net play. We saw Caroline Garcia destroy Iga at the net. It was alarming. Every time Caroline Garcia had the chance, she came forward, she played vertical, and Iga was nowhere. Much like that Ludmila-Ostapenko match, where Ostapenko was not even running after the short ball. She knew she had no chance to win. Iga was doing that for a lot of that match. She was not even running. And I'll be honest with you guys. I have not seen Iga's confidence this low in a while. She's not even attempting to return a lot of balls, and that's been concerning to me. So Coco's going to have to mix in her amazing two-way play, get some overhead volleys so she can get easy points. Wide serve will set that up, but she's going to have to mix in the short ball, some drop shots, some defensive slices. She needs to extend rallies past 7 shots. Once the rallies are past 7 shots, Iga said it herself. Her game plan sometimes breaks down, and a lot of times she can't go to the top spin when she's that deep in rallies because the play is so fast. We saw Iga make a lot of mistakes against Caroline Garcia. The forehand facing north, which is what has failed Coco in the past, we saw fail Iga. She had an opportunity to take the first set against Caroline Garcia with a routine forehand facing north down the line, and she blew it. The short balls from Coco Gauff, that's going to enable Iga to step up and possibly make those same kind of mistakes. So Coco's got to serve well. Mix in the drop shots, the short balls, get to her backhand. That's her bread and butter. And she has to stay mentally focused. That's right. She can't get down on herself. Even if she finds herself, Iga's going to break Coco, right? If Coco finds herself down a break, she has to stay mentally tough. We saw in the match at Cincinnati, they were exchanging breaks and Coco kept her mental focus. I think this new version of Coco, she's mentally tough and she's having more fun out there in these tough situations. She's not letting them get her down like we've seen in the past. This is a match here where Iga Swiatek is the favorite, but you have to be aware this is the lowest in terms of a favorite she's ever been when facing Coco. Even the experts know Coco has a really good chance to beat Iga here. And personally, I don't think Iga's playing great. I think she looked really good against Magna, but she did not look good against Caroline Garcia. And if she plays that way versus Coco, how she played against Garcia, I think Coco not only wins the first set, I think Coco wins the match.